Do most men get mad when their girlfriend posts on Instagram? No. I mean, I don't like people that are obsessed with posting whatever they're doing on social media, be it food or place they're going to or whatever. But getting angry and claiming you're advertising yourself to men is a massive leap unless you're posting thirst traps. I have never posted thirst traps, just normal pictures from dinners or hobbies. I've been on the fence about if I'm wrong or he is about this topic. He is wrong. Long time married Gen Z here. Your guy is a douchebag. If your account is private, you're not advertising yourself to men. Period. End of discussion. Learn to stand up for yourself now and set proper boundaries in the future. It will make your time here on earth so much more enjoyable. Life is too short and precious for this type of shenanigans. Not just that, but Op says she has him posted, which should in itself be enough. No, that's controlling and weird. What other things does he make you change about yourself for him? I never thought about this before. It's all happened so slowly that I don't realize he's given me a lot of rules that don't apply to him. Been there and took a lot of work to recover from it. All of a sudden you're living life according to someone else's rules. There's a good chance he's hiding things from you. A person who is super controlling and constantly accusing is most likely doing all of those things that he is accusing you of. I didn't believe that line of thinking when I first heard it, but it ended up being true for my situation. Edit just to add, I wouldn't doubt that the guy follows a lot of Instagram model type pages or subscribe to OnlyFans. You deserve to post whatever you like, and your partner should be hyping you up and supporting you. If you are posting OnlyFans content, that is a whole different story, but regular content like you mentioned, you deserve better. A person who is super controlling and constantly accusing is most likely doing all of those things that he is accusing you of. Textbook projection. I was just about to say this very same thing. Nope. You're dealing with a controlling and insecure boyfriend. This doesn't spell healthy relationship. This is a hard pill to swallow. I know how you feel. Not a controlling boyfriend, but a narcissist best friend. I was so blind to it and always made tons of excuses for them. I was gaslit by them so hard I could have fueled a hot air balloon. To this day part of me is still wondering if I was right to cut them off. It takes time. Sometimes years. But you'll get there. Just don't waver from this painful light bulb moment. I don't like photos of me posted on social media without my permission, period. Particularly on platforms I don't use. So on the photos of the two of you together I see that as fair game. The part about having normal clothed photos of yourself on Instagram is just insecurity on his end. He likes when I post us, and I always get approval first. He just doesn't like pictures of just me. Yeah. That is insecurity. He is afraid other men will see you and be interested, and he might lose you. A lot of guys for whatever reason think women are all secretly giant sluts who can't help themselves but sleep with any attractive man if given the chance, and need to be protected from themselves by hiding them in a corner out of sight. It's because a huge percent of marriages end because the woman wants to leave. Guys don't feel safe. Wanting to leave equals being stolen by another guy. There are a lot of reasons why women initiate divorce. Their men being controlling assholes like Op's boyfriend is certainly one of them. No, I'm in there in the likes and comments hyping her up mayo. No, this is weird. Especially if he follows other women on IG. If women only post to advertise themselves to other men, why is he letting other women advertise themselves to him? I never thought of it this way before, and I will bring it up when I talk with him. Just break up with him. Tell him he's a projecting, controlling hypocrite. Not like that. No. I'd understand if you were publicly posting a bunch of bikini shots or something, but this is way over the top and you've gone above and beyond reasonable controls on the content. I'm guessing this isn't the only sketchy rule, because no man would accept otherwise. What's the issue with posting bikini shots? If you can wear that in public, you can post it on the internet too. Posing might be understandable. Absolutely not a normal or healthy expectation. A significant other's role is to be supportive and loving, not to place restrictive mandates on your personal expression. Your social media is your digital footprint, a reflection of your individuality, not a tool for someone's jealousy or control. Trust and respect are fundamental, and if he's selectively applying rules and creating an imbalance, it's a red flag that needs addressing. Remember, fair rules apply to both, not just one side. A relationship is a partnership, not a dictatorship. I'm gonna sound like that person, but I'm sorry, in Spanish we have a saying, and translating literally it says the thief judges by its condition. Loosely speaking, this man is probably projecting all the things he's doing himself and gets insecure when you post cause he's liking and commenting or saving and sliding into others' DMs. Don't you find it a little weird that he only posts stories of you and not on his main? You can block who views stories, but not your actual feed. If my girlfriend be looking hot on Instagram, this is what I do. I fire emoji the S out, tag it through DMs. I sit back. I think, fuck me, I'm lucky. Later on in the day, I make sure she can't walk. If you get my meaning. What your boyfriend is doing is controlling. No two ways about it. Honestly, I don't know anything other than this post relating to your relationship, but my advice, run. Before you know it, your personality has been chipped away. You're wearing clothes you don't normally wear, etc. Just being nosy. What's he like when you gone on a night out? Is he judgmental in what it is you wear? No. This is not normal behavior. This is him trying to control you. I would suggest that you either dump the loser, or, if you want to stay with him, you find a couples counselor who can help you work with this. I've just gone through a breakup with who I now realize was probably a covert narcissist, and this is one of the control/manipulation tactics he used on me, and I don't even have an Instagram or any other active social media. I barely even take photos of myself, and he still brought this up all the time. How if I did have an Instagram? If I did post photos, how it would be a huge issue for him. That I'd probably look like a hoe, etc. It seems like this is a relatively common tactic for this profile of controlling, manipulative men, and this was just one of many things that I can now see were slowly robbing me of my identity and confidence. Get out of there, girl. I know how hard it is, but you just have to force yourself to not speak to him, and soon enough the fog of his manipulation will clear, and you will know you did the right thing. I honestly thought the replies here would be more of a mixed bag. Seeing what people outside of us think is making me have second thoughts about my relationship, as I've noticed it branches into other areas and not just my Instagram. Thanks for the advice. I totally get that. It all came together for me over weeks. Like randomly just realizing it's not normal to insist that I cut an onion a certain way, or greet people with a specific phrase, or to accuse me of being an unloving and caring person if I was too busy with work and school to see him. Yet he could do no wrong. He had an Instagram, posted frequently, followed hundreds of women, and talked to dozens in his DMs. I was the crazy and controlling one according to him. If I was concerned about any of these women, including ones who were clearly and directly hitting on him, any comment on his behavior or request for anything was met with defensiveness and blame shifting. I'm almost 1 month post breakup now, and honestly, like, how the F did I let myself get down that bad? He says posting on Instagram is advertising myself to other men. Only if she posts revealing pictures. If she does, while in a relationship, she's single. I couldn't care less to deal with that shit. Call it insecurity. Call it small D energy. You want a doorman that allows his girl to be seen by every wanker on earth. So be it. I don't tolerate that type of behavior, and I don't follow any chick on any social media platform. I'm always fully clothed, but he says posting on Instagram is advertising myself to other men. If you are posting about doing basic hobbies, crafts, etc., then he's being insecure and likely has a fear that you are going to leave him, which ironically the thing that usually leads to actually leaving the insecure person. A deep talk is needed on that. I don't get mad, but I don't really like when my GF posts stuff about us on IG. I like my life to be private and not tell the whole world what I'm doing or who I'm with. She's the opposite. She can't do anything if it's not on IG first. I don't trust people around me. I have been robbed in the past cause I have flexed money and watches on my Gore Facebook. But I'm from Compton. And everyone here always looking for the next lick. I have worked for the government as well. And understand as well they're always watching. Honestly, in a balanced relationship, it's about having boundaries that work for both parties. And there's a big difference between sharing everyday moments and advertising oneself. Your social media should be a place where you express yourself freely, not walk on eggshells for his insecurities. It's clear that your intent is not seeking attention in a negative light, just sharing slices of your life, which is perfectly normal. This level of control isn't about protection, it's about possession. And that's a distinction you need to consider seriously for your own well-being. Your comment history suggests you're a social media addict. Is he upset about your content or the amount of time? There is a difference. He's upset about content, not that I'm on social media looking at things. Then he's an emotionally abusive, immature idiot, and you need to either make him see that or leave him. No, I do like when I'm tagged in post though. Makes me feel special. All I post on Instagram is food I cooked and photos of her and like photos of myself at the gym. But the gym photos are video edits synced FO music looking coolly do it for me. Makes me happy. If it's clearly thirst trap posts, then yes. Otherwise, I couldn't care less. I'll be honest and say I really didn't like my GF posting stuff on social media when I was around 20. But that was just because I looked down on people posting their lives on social media looking for attention. Now I'm a bit older, I simply just don't have the energy to care. Saying that, I wouldn't ever tell her what to do, would just judge her a bit for it. And it was never about adding guys or whatever bullshit. If you feel like your partner is trying to control you, then don't stand for that. He is controlling and jealous. That guy wants you to delete your social media. So fewer people will notice when he starts keeping you locked up in the basement and beating you. Serious red flags here. Run. I've never thought of him as abusive or showing signs that he could be abusive until it was mentioned here. This is turning into a wake-up call for me. I personally haven't dated anyone who posts much on SM, but I'm 10 years older than you. He's controlling and it will not get better, only worse so early on. He has jealousy and control issues. Sit down and have a frank, serious conversation about why he thinks this way and where it's coming from. If he doesn't give you a good reason or gets angry / ends the convo, get the hell out. What about if you want to go hang with friends and there are guys there and you post a photo of you with said friends? He'd lose his mind. You don't want that in your life. No. Absolutely not. Relationships are founded on trust and allowing each other to have personal freedom, including how one presents themselves online. It's important to recognize the difference between a partner expressing concern out of care and one exerting control out of insecurity. Your social media is a platform for you to share your experiences and express yourself, and that shouldn't be stifled by unfounded jealousy. If he trusts you, your posts, as long as they are respectful to the relationship, shouldn't be a problem. It might be time to have an honest conversation about expectations and boundaries, because control has no place where mutual respect and understanding should be. If it was a pattern of blatant thirst trap, then I might think to myself, this woman is insecure and is looking for outside validation. Based solely on what you described, this sounds like insecurity on his part. He also sounds controlling. Your ability to compromise to that level is understated, and mad props to you. This shows a high level of respect and consideration for your partner. As a guy, I understand his thoughts, and if you did that for me, I'd trust you to do what you wanted. He seems like he's taking it a little too far, and I understand why. Why go to a bar if you're an alcoholic or don't want to drink? The temptation is in your face, and what may happen will likely happen. Murphy's Law, he's simply taking it a little too far, and that's a show of his insecurities and something you both should talk about and for him to come to grips with. If he is unwilling to do that whilst pursuing more control over your willing compromises, then that's where the true issues come out to play. But anyway, good luck and good day to you. Weird as F. No, I don't mind what my wife does with her own social media. I don't post pictures of either one of us. But I mostly just post pictures of fish I catch or video game consoles I've modified on mine. This dude sounds like a control freak and you should either address that with him or plan your exit strategy.